Hi, this is Lyndall, and today we are pre-planning in my Erin Condren, and it is pre-planning for the 15th to the 21st, and I just wiped my hand all over my glass mat to show you that the paint on that mat is dry. I'm in the middle of a craft project, and I film my plan with me's at my craft desk because I film crafty stuff as well. Now, this is a set from Claire Bear Prints. She's closing down her shop. She had it reopened for a little while. I don't know if it's still open now, but I grabbed a few kits from her because she's basically selling everything cheap to get it out of stock. And I love her stuff, and I am sort of a little bit sad that she's closing her shop down. So this is I think it's called Sleepy Kitty Kit, but as you guys can't buy it if she's already shut a shop down, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but these kits are really, really nice. They're printed on what I believe is unicorn paper. Absolutely lovely. Here I'm just checking where I want to put those bottom strips because I'm still getting used to the new planner layout. Now I could probably have left the kaleidoscope month up in the corner because the purples are sort of the same as in this kit, but I am doing this thing where I'm covering it up with a full box. I'm thinking I'm going to use the light lilac from the Barney and Moon date covers that I have, and I have the correct dates for these date covers. I'm going to have to get some more of them. Her stickers are just lovely. They feel like a very thin vinyl, like a very thin matte vinyl. They're just luxurious. I love her stickers. So here I am putting the dates on the day covers. Now I'm going to be doing this planning a little bit all over the place. So, and the reason I'm doing it all over the place is because the washi strips on this kit are particularly not tall, and the boxes are from this kit is a little bit taller than an Erin Condren box. I believe they're a little bit more suited to the Happy Planner, but they still work well in this planner in the vertical format. So instead of going to the line above where the hexagon was, I'm purposefully going to the line underneath it. And this is in part because I believe that even with a regular Erin Condren sized sticker kit, that it gives you the right spacing to get up to the dates without going over them. But with this particular kit, because it is a little bit longer with those full boxes, it allows me to fit everything in. So I know the double box is going to go on the weekend, so that's what I'm going to put up in where the quote box used to be. So it's just a matter of figuring out which ones I want to go where. So I'm going to predominantly be putting the lighter ones down towards the bottom of the spread to counteract that really dark purple. here is where I decide to get the glitter headers out and put them down before I put the other boxes down so I can figure out my spacing. The thing I loved about these kits from Claire Van Designs, I mean, there's lots of things that I love about them, but her standard kit comes with glitter headers, and they seem to be such a popular thing right now. I don't know why more shops aren't doing it. I understand that you get more sales through having add-ons and stuff, but I don't know. I just think that it's sort of, for me, probably not for everyone else, but for me, I would love it if they were a standard thing across most shops. So when I format my kits, I'm going to try and make it so that I make glitter headers a standard. I will probably sell some separate as well, but yeah, glitter headers. I think we all need a little bit more glitter in our planners, so here's where you start to see how much bigger those boxes are and how I haven't even got headers in above them, and they're already just about to cover the day and date titles up top. But this set doesn't come with a great amount of deco, unlike the GP Studio ones do. So, and because I'm using those headers from Bunny and Moon, I'm going to find that by extending my spread upwards, it sort of covers the whole page, and I don't have that empty void up above my date covers. So, you know, I actually think I really like it, the way this kit works, being a little bit bigger. But you'll see. And I'm doing this sort of glitter headers and boxes at the same time because I'm trying to get the measurements right. And it's been a while since I've actually used one of these kits from Claire Bear Prints. So that combined with the new layout is just throwing me a bit. So now I think I continue with the blue headers. And I'm still having problems working out my audio. I think I'm going to do this thing where I just set it to auto and then I have to go and clean up the background noise after the fact. That's why I started fiddling with my audio on my camera, because when I just let it record at auto, it picks up a lot of static and background noise. So I found a way I can clean that up, and it's actually much easier to clean that up after the fact than it is to do a whole voiceover for the duration of a video. So I'm thinking, editing wise, I might just be better off going through and just fixing that in post. But I've got one more thing to try to fix the audio, and if that doesn't work, we'll see how it goes. So if you guys could let me know whether you prefer voiceovers or if you prefer live recording while someone is doing this, like planning, just leave the comments down below. it's handy to know what you guys want, and if it's something you guys prefer, I wouldn't mind putting in the little bit of extra time to do the voiceovers, but it is just a little bit more time consuming. So here, as you can see, now that it's pushed everything up, these date covers have about the same gap from the top as the washi does from the end of the page at the bottom. So I think it works out really good. And I could have just put the date covers down on top of the boxes and it probably would have been okay, but I wanted the glitter. I wanted the glitter headers all over the page because they're so pretty and they're some of my favorite colors. So and I can watch this now and see that that's actually crooked. Oh well. So here I was talking and I was pointing out that these header sets come with an extra box that has no text in it, and that I would be using that in conjunction with the full box that I have currently plastered on my hand, which is going to go where the quote box used to be, and I'm going to stick the extra box underneath it. I have tried where I've put it on top of the quote box and it just didn't look right to me, so I have found that putting it underneath definitely looks better to my eye anyway. So and since I don't get rid of that calendar at the bottom because I don't see any point in covering it up. I know it bothers some people, doesn't bother me. This gives me that little bit of extra room on the sidebar, and it may only be like an inch extra, but it negates the fact that the calendar's down there somewhat. So that was all the decorative layout. Now we get to putting in some of the functional stuff. I'm no longer doing to-do lists for every day, simply because I've got a bullet journal that I use for my business stuff now, and that has a running task list, which I absolutely love. The fact that you don't have to rewrite everything that you haven't done the day before, and that you can just see it all crossed out and done at the end of the week in one spot is just, it's just great. So I've put in one to-do list for anything that comes up in the week that I need to do that's not associated with business. Now I'm putting in some trackers. I was going to use the yellow, but then I don't know, everything around is predominantly the purple, the blue, and the pinky colour. So I just felt that the yellow would look a little bit more out of place on the sidebar. So I'm going to save the yellow elements for another spread if I need yellow. Now here I'm wondering what to put down under the trackers, and because I can't fit a three box checklist, I'm going to just cut off one of these scalloped lists, and I'm going to cut them off evenly so that, because I'm only putting 2 down, so it sort of looks the same and they don't look weird because there's that extra bit on the top of one. And these will be the meals that I meal prep for this week, which I was supposed to do today because I'm recording this voiceover on a Monday, on the 15th, the Monday of this week that I'm planning, and I was supposed to do it today and I didn't get around to it, so it's probably going to get done tomorrow. And my meal prep meals for this week are a lemon pound cake and a keto Salisbury steak and vegetables, which will be predominantly broccoli, cauliflower and green beans. The things I'm going to be tracking this week is the days I do design work and file organization. I'm knee deep in files and I need to figure out a way to look them up and get access to them as quickly and easily as I can. So here is just a reminder to plan out my business bullet journal for the week. I pre-planned it the exact same time as I did this video, well, not the exact same time, but I did them one straight after the other, so I still have to go into my business bullet journal and migrate the tasks that didn't get done last week into my new running task list. I need to set up my work blocks, which I track what I do and when I do it, sort of thing. And that allows me to adjust. Like if I'm doing too much content creation and not enough designing or admin, then I can see at a glance that I'm doing that and I either adjust through the week or adjust in the next week. So we've already discussed the meal prep, which I didn't do, and that's going to be moved to tomorrow. And now I need the weekend sticker, and I also forgot one of my glitter headers, and I don't know how that happened, but and it's still crooked, but never gonna say that I'm perfect at putting down things straight, because I'm definitely not. And it's actually much harder when you record, because you don't want to be putting your head right over where you're doing it. So it is definitely a little bit harder. Putting in a family dinner. And I tend not to use the scalloped boxes simply because I'm not a fan, but I'm trying to do it in this spread because I end up with all these scalloped boxes that I just don't use. So And I think I don't like them because if you're doing like no space and you're putting everything together, there's always going to be those gaps, those lines can poke through and can be seen. And this is for my digital assets management, which I will be working on probably nearly all day tomorrow. So rearranging files, putting them all into a document where I can access them, like I can search for what documents go or what files go with what sticker, kit, sheet, whatever, and basically search through a spreadsheet and find what I need much quicker than I can at the moment, because at the moment I'm like, okay, where did I put that file? Oh crap. And my computer's got like 6 terabytes in it, and even though I'm storing them on a 2 terabyte hard drive, it's still a little bit crazy. So I've just got to get that way more organized. And I need to get some prescriptions filled, which I will do on Friday because my mother goes past there and just gets them for me. So that is very, very helpful. So the last thing I do for this spread is I'm putting in these work stickers that I got from Barney and Moon, because I knew I wouldn't be doing much work on Monday apart from voiceovers and editing. I'm putting them on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday because they are going to be my heavy work days this week. And I'm just going to try and track how many hours I'm working for these 4 days. And I really love these simple script stickers. They're just, I don't know if it's the dotted border or what, but they're just really nice. So apart from using my whiteout tape to go over those lines, I think that is going to be it for this spread. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in some bullet journaling videos, I have a bit of a series coming out. The first part is already up live. It's pre-planning my bullet journal, and then I go through the beginning pages, trackers, monthly and then weekly productivity spreads. So there we go. I really love this kit, and I have to still post a photo on Instagram of my last week's finished spread. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. It means a lot. Comment down below. I love it when I get comments. If you did like the video, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to get notified whenever I do upload a video, hit that notification bell. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.